Finally, oh my god. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It is IJ, aka Zombie's Corn, and guys, I got my first G3 doll. I have been literally jealous of everyone who has gotten a G3 doll from that one eBay seller that's like reselling them at extremely high prices. Yeah, anyways, I found Toralei at Walmart today. She is exclusive there, I believe. I'm not completely 100% sure, but I believe she is. So, you know, check your Walmarts because, you know, she was there. They had 8 of her. I bought 2 extra for my friends. One is Courtly Jester. Follow her because she is a Toralei stan. And I'm actually going to show you Courtly's doll right after because there's a variation in the makeup. Anyways, guys, before we get into Toralei and my first impressions on a G3 doll, I'm gonna roll my intro, and yeah, I'm excited. Okay, bye. No. Hi. So I expected Frankie to be like my first because Frankie's like my main goal. I'm kind of sad it wasn't, but like, you know, I'm happy to get one at retail at least too, you know, and kind of early. Beggars can't be choosers. So I'm actually really excited to be opening Toralei. I think I'm like the first person to like review her, which is cool. I mean, I'm not really caring about that. I'm more like excited to like touch a reboot doll finally. There's a lot to look at here. So yeah, let's start. So the box is obviously new. It's not like the original. The box kind of reminds me of like the end of G1 when it was like the plastic over the cardboard, and I've never been really the biggest fan of the end of G1's packaging. I always like the cardboard ones more. I actually do like the packaging. A lot of people don't like it. This is the signature packaging since the other lines like Creep Over have a different packaging. Like it's similar but not the same. It is very bright on one side but very dark on the other, so like, it's kind of like got this like multicolor kind of vibe. So it's like pink, purple, blue, yellow, red, I'm assuming. Now one thing that had me kind of surprised was that the Monster High logo stayed the same for this reboot. It's not anything different. It does have like a holographic sheen to it, which is kind of remind me of Rainbow High, but we do still have the skeleton, which is a signature, and I do like how the wording is going down the box like it used to back in the day. It's just on the opposite side, and on this side it is completely black, and you can see the artwork for G3. There is Toralei, Claudine, and Cleo, and it also says her name. Now I'm not the biggest fan of the artwork, but I'm not gonna like completely hate on it because someone did work hard on that. It's not my favorite, but I'm excited to see how it will evolve with the line progressing. Sweet Fangs does return, and a lot of people have been saying it's just a recolor of a Cave Club pet, but no, this is a completely new mold, and we will look at Sweet Fangs after. And then we have Toralei in the plastic herself, and she is looking a lot different. So there's a lot of stark differences in Toralei. You know, she doesn't have her Karen cut anymore, and like I feel like she would wear this outfit like in G1, so I mean kind of the same right there. And it seems like she's a singer now, which was not something that happened in G1. She was actually a terrible singer. And on the side of the box, I noticed with all these dolls that are coming out, the artwork is matching what they're wearing and their aesthetics. So we have a bunch of Toralei's outfit pieces and some of her logos for her, which is really cute, and it's in a multicolor as well. And then on this side it says Monster High, and oh my god, I can't believe I'm holding a new Monster High doll. Like, yeah, we've had Skeletor and we've had the Creep Productions, but this is like something brand new. Like, it's not like G1 continuing. It's like a completely new thing. And here is what the back of the box looks like, so we can kind of see what the school looks like. And then we have the main 5 right there. They're all vibing. And then we have Toralei right here. She's looking like she's about to sing something, and it says her name right there. And here is her about me, which is a little different from the original. Her monster type is a ferocious werecat. Her monster must-haves are scratch mark chokers and perfectly chilled milk boxes, and her pet is Sweet Fang, and it says it in 3 different languages right here. And it also promotes monsterhigh.com, which is still not up at the moment, but then again, the reboot hasn't really been promoted too much, so yeah. And if you're looking for Toralei, here is her barcode. Once again, I think she is a Walmart exclusive, so I'm not sure if she's going to be released outside of the US and Canada, so keep your eyes open for her. I am now very excited. I'm gonna like open my first one, and I'm gonna do it with you. Without further ado, let's get Miss Stripe out of her box, and you know, let's look at her. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Okay, let's go. Okay guys, so Toralei is out of the box, and I am happy to say that she has a full head of saran hair, which is typical Monster High hair. So it's not polypropylene, thank god. But I'm going to show you everything that she came with first, and then we can move on to the doll because this is a new experience for me, so I gotta go through a lot of things. Let me show you everything she comes with. The first thing she came with was an extra shirt, and it looks like it was bleach dyed. It says the Hiss Fits on it with a cat picture and some scratch marks, and it has a purple hemmed collar, and the sleeves are very pointed. And it did come on this like cardboard Monster High hanger, which is super cute, and we will try this on her after. She comes with her backpack, and it is a solid piece of plastic, and it is a silver color. It has some black scratch marks on it, and it also says the Hiss Fits on it again. There are some spikes that aren't painted, which is a bummer. And there is this little keychain on it that could come off, and it is a feather with a mouse on it. And it's a crossbody kind of backpack, has more spikes on it, and you can open it and put stuff in there. All these ghouls come with little food accessories, and I actually find it super cute because it's good for like photography and all that. And I understand some people would want to stand instead of all these, but I would want to stand and these. But it's a cute little milk carton, and it says milk. It's black. It has some blue scratch marks on the top, and there's a little kitty enjoying the milk. And here's a side that says milk with the barcode, and it says some wording. And here's what the back of the milk looks like, all the nutrition facts. And there is a little hole for her finger to hold it. Now, this is probably my favorite little food accessory she comes with. It's kind of like a cat chow of sardines, and it shows a little cat eating the fish, and it shows the fish inside. Top has that little can look with the little pole. Something I love about the basic core doll line is they all come with smartphones, and the cases are very personalized for said characters. So Toralei's eye coffin is in the shape of a cat, and you can see all of her little apps, and there's also a little nub so she can hold it. And this is what the back of it looks like. It's like the back of the cat. One thing I kind of wish is that it was just a separate eye coffin that was put in a case so you could kind of swap it out with the other ghouls, but I guess this is fine too. And now we move on to Sweet Fangs, which is her little cat slash tiger, but it's a orange color. It has some blue stripes right here along with some red eyebrows. This little collar does come off. It's a separate piece. As for Sweet Fang's eyes, they're green, and they also have some white fangs. I don't really care about the pets. I never really have, so like this will just go in the drawer and probably never see the light of day ever again. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on Sweet Fangs. I don't have the original Toralei nor Sweet Fangs, so I can't do any comparison, but watch Courtly Jester's review when she gets her, because like she's a big Toralei stan. Okay, her last accessory, and like I said, these dolls come with a lot of accessories, is her mic stand and microphone, because I guess she's a singer now. So for the base of the microphone, it is a spiderweb kind of design, and then you have the stem itself, and this does come off, and as you can see, it is an actual hand holding the microphone, which is super cute. And as for the microphone, I'm not really a big fan of the mold of it. It's just a solid purple color, and it has like little devil ears or horn, and yeah, it's just a purple microphone. It also has a little clip so the doll can hold it and sing a song or two, and it was really connected to the hand, so be careful when taking it off. Okay, so it's now Toralei's turn. Currently have her on a male Monster High stand. She's on there pretty good. She's not going anywhere, so I do recommend buying some of these male Monster High stands for your reboot dolls. I bought like 20 of them, so I'm pretty good for like whatever's coming this year. But I do hope that with future releases we get doll stands and brushes and maybe diaries. Do think if they added it, it'd be a great thing for us collectors, because we do like to display our dolls. So obviously Toralei has a new head mold. I mean, everything about this doll is a new mold. You know, they did put a budget into mold. I feel like her old face was a little more rounded, and now this one's a little more pointed. You can really see her chin. It's kind of reminding me of like Dracula a little bit. And even the ear mold is different as well. It's not as pointy as the original. It's almost like a tiger in a way. It even has the little furs up there like a tiger would. But just like old Monster High dolls, they are also pierced up here. So she has a red earring and a silver one right here as well, and another silver hoop on her second ear. Now, one thing they did for Claudine and Toralei, it seems, is these little tufts on the side of their face, and I'm assuming that this is to keep sunglasses up. I'm not sure how effective that's going to be, but when I get Claudine, I'll see how effective it is. She also has a little stripe right here that is in a kind of brown color in it. There are 3 of them. It's kind of reminds of a widow's peak in a way. Moving on to her hair, it feels just like Pre-Production Claudine's, which is saran, and it feels pretty thick. It's not thinly rooted at all, and as I mentioned earlier, it is a full head of saran, so even these colored bits up here are saran too. It's a new color, pinky orange color, and then there's also pink and orange highlights in it as well. And the hair goes down to her butt. I am super happy that it is not polypropylene. I know Claudine and Cleo have polypropylene from what we've heard, and I'm honestly very sad about that. So Monster High, if you're watching this, let's not do polypropylene for G3, because that will turn away so many people. That hair type is just not manageable, and if it is, you got to do so much work for it. Try sticking with saran. I mean, the originals had it, so I don't think it's going to be too hard to do that with G3, because this is everything. Moving on to Toralei's face, she has those thicker brows that Mattel's been really loving lately. She has brown eyebrows. See all the individual hair strokes. She has her green cat eye. There's some yellow and purple in it as well. Now, as for her eyeshadow, there is a variant of her eyeshadow look, and I'll show you it right after. But the one I have is the pink and yellow along with orange on the bottom. And then on this one, it's just pink and green. Toralei also has a beauty mark under her right eye. She has a painted cat nose. I'm not sure how I feel about the cat nose. I may remove it. I might not. As for her lips, they're a red color and she is smirking. I kind of wish that the eyes looked a little more mischievous because then I feel like the smirk would work. But I mean, it's not too bad. And I do believe that Mattel is doing different head molds like they did originally with the OG Monster High. So I'm all here for that. I mean, they did it for the bodies too, which is amazing. As for her orange skin tone, I'm going to bring out that Toralei right there at the end to do a comparison. Now moving on to Toralei's outfit, it is a 3-piece outfit with accessories. So first things first, she is wearing this red pleather jacket and it has purple little scratch marks all over it. And on this side, it has that fake zipper, but it's not like a plastic material. It's kind of more like a ribbon. And the inside of it is not lined. She's wearing a white sleeveless shirt that has a little calico cat in the middle. The decal is actually really detailed. And she also has red hemming on the top. And the shirt also feels really nice as well. Got some kind of stretch to it. She's also wearing a black collar and it also has a little hang down of scratch mark. And it's all black and it is held in right now with a rubber band. And this is what her jacket looks like from the back. And if we move down to her skirt, it's a high-waisted pleated skirt. It kind of has like this very like vaporwave kind of vibe to it. So it's black with a pink square checkerboard kind of vibe to it and has a bunch of yellow scratch marks all over it. If she has improved it enough, she's a cat and you know, cats like to scratch. And then she's also wearing this silver belt that has a bunch of little loops and some charms on the last one that are little paw prints, along with this one that dangles down and is also a paw print, and it connects in the back like so. And it also has a little opening for her tail. Now in the box, she actually was displayed with her tail. So unlike older Toralei releases, the tail was usually separate and you had to put it in. So I wonder if this tail comes off. Yes, this tail's not coming out. I'm not sure if it comes out. I will see once I take her clothes off because I am going to show you her body. Now Toralei does still have her little stripes on her legs and I'm assuming she has them on her upper arms as well. We'll see once I take the clothes off. But now we move down to the shoes. Now the shoes are kind of not as spectacular as old Monster High doll shoes were. It's like one of my biggest complaints with G3. I really do miss like the iconic heel molds and all that stuff. But these are like these kind of Doc Marten styled shoes. They're a white color and they also have her little stripes right there. And instead of giving her real socks like some other dolls did, they just painted them up here and they're this kind of like indigo color. The laces are painted black, red, orange scratch right there. And the bottoms are a glossy black. And the bottoms have little cat paws on them. And then on the back, there are these little black yarn balls that are connected to a little loop. So you can take these off and, you know, put them anywhere you want, which is kind of cool. But yeah, guys, that is pretty much all of Toralei. I'm now going to strip her down and show you her body. It is completely different. So yeah, let me do that real quickly and I'll be right back. So doll nudity warning in 3, 2, 1. But here is Toralei's new body. So it is a little thicker, as I mentioned earlier. These dolls do vary in body types and heights, which I am very happy for because I feel like the original Monster High did lack that. Now, I do love the original Monster High body, but I really do like these ones as well. And I am so happy that they added a chest joint. That is something I've always wanted. She has some fur moldings on her lower arm and at her ankles as well. She only has 2 stripes painted on her lower arm right here, 2 on this one leg, but no other places on her body. And she has a clawed hand molded. And the tail does not seem to come off. It seems to be in her butt forever. While we're here, let me show you the articulation, even though you can probably see it. So she has the normal range of motion in her head. You can move her at her shoulders. She does bend at the elbow and she can move her wrist. She has that new added articulation in her chest. She can move her tail, can sit, and this is how wide her legs can go out. She can bend her knee, but this is how far it goes, and it does swivel. Yeah, I really do like the new body molds. They're not bad at all. And again, like I'm very biased because I really love this chest joint. Okay, so I disrobed Freaky Field Trip Toralei, and here she is compared to her counterpart. As you can see, this one is way skinnier than this one, and I honestly do like this body a little more. As you can see, the stripe marks are on the same arm and the same leg. It's just less on the new doll. The old doll was sealed with that glossy sealant, as these new ones are not, so these probably can chip easily, so be careful with that. As for the foot mold, it seems like the originals are just a little taller, but at least these dolls can still wear heels. I am going to try this doll's heels on her and vice versa and see how they fit. As for the tails, this one is a little more curved and this one kind of looks more like a tiger still. I don't know, but yeah, this one does come out and this one doesn't. As for the skin tones, they're almost similar, but this one is just a little brighter than this one. Also for the face, instead of having the marks right here, she had 2 little stripes on her cheeks, and she also had some paint in the middle to kind of give her more of that cat look. It's kind of wild to say that this is the same character because they look so starkly different. I am now going to do a little outfit swap and see if this doll right here can fit the original Toralei's little dress and shoes. So let me go put that on her and I'll be right back. Yeah, this is interesting. So for G3 in the Monster High clothes, I feel like if the doll is pretty much Toralei's body type, it's going to fit pretty fine. The clothes just need to have a little give. But I was able to completely Velcro it. This guy kind of came undone because I played with the chest a little bit. But honestly, I like how this looks on her. Now for the shoes, I did have to really push them in and they look very, very uncomfortable. Like they don't fit her. But for photos, I think it's perfectly fine. Now this kind of looks like, you know, you put like oversized clothes on a Monster High doll. But yeah, most of the stuff doesn't fit really well. It's super loose. The shoes don't really fit that well either, but they could work if you wanted them to. Swapping outfits with G1 isn't that great. Again, it depends on what outfit you're probably going to be putting on her. But yeah, I'm actually really happy with how this Freaky Field Trip outfit looks on her. It's actually really, really cute. I almost forgot to show you what her second shirt looked like. This is what it looks like with the skirt. The skirt's a little interesting with it, but the shirt itself is actually really cute. I wish it was like a little bigger to look like an oversized shirt. Okay guys, so I put Toralei back into her first outfit and back on my Monster High mail stand. Once again, the stand is not included. I just provided this with mine. So anyways guys, let's talk about G3. Generation 3 is so far very interesting. It's a lot to get used to as an OG fan. Now with G3, I feel like it does have a lot of potential. It could grow into something super spectacular if Mattel continues to do the right things and maybe update the fashions a little bit and all that jazz. We will of course have to see as more and more dolls come out. For Toralei, I feel like she is a lot to get used to. I feel like this style would have fit on like original Toralei. Maybe if the skirt was just a little shorter, but the top and the jacket probably would have been a normal Toralei outfit. We did get some Toralei's with lengthy hair like Freak to Chic, and I actually don't mind her with the longer hair. Again, it is something different to get used to, especially with her animated counterpart having the same shorter hair, but it's just curlier. And that's one thing I've noticed too, is the animation, the art style, and the dolls don't match at all. But I do think she is a really pretty doll. I'm gonna do a ranking once I get all of wave 1 of G3, so keep your eyes open for that. But I feel like she's number 5 at the moment out of 7. Anyways guys, let me know your thoughts on G3 Toralei and G3 in general, because I know that there are several reviews online now of the Core 4. So let me know your thoughts on them down below. If you don't like G3, don't attack someone who does. I actually do like G3. I've been pretty much excited for it since we found out about it, because I knew it was going to be something different and I'm willing to give it a chance. Keep your comments civil and, you know, respect others' opinions, XYZ. Again, I found this doll at Walmart for $24.97. I believe she's a Walmart exclusive, so I don't know if she's going to be anywhere else. But anyways guys, if you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Jay and I do doll stuff. Duh, I'm a huge Monster High fan, as you can tell from the background. You should subscribe if you want to see any more of these G3 dolls or any of the collectors or reproductions coming out. I will probably review them all because I am just a diehard stan. And if you aren't following me on Instagram or on TikTok, I also post there. It's at ZombieXcorn as well. I keep it easy breezy, beautiful cover girl. And yeah guys, I will see you in my next video. But for now, bye.